Hello and welcome back to Midnight Wolf Tarot. Cancer, it's great to see you guys again. I'm going to go ahead and do your general reading for March 2021 for love. And these are general readings, so this isn't going to resonate with every Cancer out there. If you are a cross-watcher, welcome. I hope any information that you need at this time, if you happen to be with a Cancer, will be beneficial to you as well. And if this doesn't sound like a Cancer that you're with, then this message is also probably not for you. But if you would like to join my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you would like to join my team, that would always be welcome and great to have. If you would like to hit the like button as well, because that helps to get my video out, and it also lets me know if you resonated with the video as well. Definitely make sure to comment down below, because I do communicate with you guys. I love to keep an open dialogue with everybody and kind of check in with everybody, so that's great. So alright, so no further ado, let's get this going. Alright, universe, what messages do you have for Cancer March 2021 for love and relationships? Universe, what messages do you have for Cancer for March 2021 for love and relationships? Universe, what messages do you have for Cancer? Some of you Cancers feel stuck. My deck just kind of clammed up there. So I think some of you are struggling right now. And it could probably just even be an interpersonal struggle, but let's see what's going on. And we already had our first card pop out. Alright, the Wheel of Fortune. So some things are completing for you. And you're hoping that it doesn't start repeating itself. And I kind of feel like that was the jam up with my deck. So let's look at this. Alright. Two of Swords. There's some of you that are still kind of blinded by the situation. And the Hierophant in reverse. So definitely low energy, low vibrational energy. A lot of you could also be dealing with the Taurus as well. You also had the Two of Swords. You can be dealing with air signs as well, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But, you know, this cycle is to repeat, but there is a big part of you that you're kind of concerned and worried that you will allow this person to come back into your life. But they need to stay out of your life regardless. And alright, so you have the Hierophant in reverse here. You also have the High Priestess in reverse as well. Cancer, like I said before with the jamming of my deck, you're having a really tough time. You're just in a low vibrational period. And with that kind of matching with the Hierophant and the High Priestess as well, you obviously thought, or you were at some level, you know, having a soulmate connection that unfortunately you had to complete it. You had to end it. You had no choice but to end it. But you, at the same time, were trying to stay blind to this situation. And you had to. But by making that decision at the same time, it's allowing you to heal with the Ten of Swords. Okay, again, dealing with Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius as well, if that resonates with you in any way. But you had to end this cycle. You had to allow the cycle complete. This cycle was going to complete whether you wanted it to or not. The universe would have done it for you anyway. But, yeah, this cycle needed to complete to allow you to heal. And a lot of you are in a healing phase right now, having some type of interpersonal struggle, and that's makes sense when you feel a connection this strong, you know, like with the Hierophant and the High Priestess. You know, those are two really high, you know, energy vibrational cards, and when both of them are in the reverse, that's not good. But now you're taking the time to try to heal yourself. You also have the Eight of Pentacles here, which there's not a lot of effort being put into this situation. Again, this could be dealing with earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm feeling kind of a connection with the Taurus here. Somebody's wasn't wanting to put in effort, and it was kind of forcing your hand. Like you didn't understand the why. You didn't understand the why. Again, oh yeah, all Pentacles are coming out right now. You have Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. You also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. You know, definitely dealing with an earth sign. This particular Cancer sign I'm speaking to, you are dealing with an earth sign, whether it be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You know, I'm feeling the strongest pull right now for Taurus, but a little bit for Capricorn as well. But usually Capricorn is willing to put in effort, but at the same time, they will just leave as well. They'll be the first one to kind of close the door on your face and not look back. To where Taurus will kind of dingle around. Virgo, you know, a lot of times Virgos are more, can be more codependent in a relationship, right? So this doesn't feel like a Virgo at all. So I'm leaning more towards Capricorn or Taurus as probably involved in this situation, but they weren't wanting to put in any effort in the situation, and they just left it all up to you because they thought what you were going to tolerate it. And why is that, Cancer? Because you're a very sensitive sign. You're a very compassionate sign. You're always there for people. You have a huge, huge heart that people take advantage of because a lot of times they don't expect you to react. You know, they don't believe that Cancer has a temper, and that is the biggest misconception of Cancer. You guys do have a temper, very much so, but it's hidden deep within. But if provoked, you will prove your point. That point will come across, and that is what this individual was doing. It was kind of poking at you to see how far they can take it before they would get a reaction out of you. And then you finally reacted and they didn't like it. Because you decided just to walk away from the situation because you knew it wasn't any good for you. You were tired of putting in all the work for something that didn't even really matter anymore. Right? Getting away from the lies. This individual was hiding things, keeping things from you, and you didn't want to deal with it at all anymore. You just wanted to take the time to heal for yourself and to feel good about yourself for a moment in time. You also have the Queen of Swords here as well. So this is pretty interesting as well because you could be dealing with air because you do have a lot of air on the board. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. This is the sign of Libra. And with it in the reverse, at the same time, it's like you're not wanting to take any more swings at this individual. It's like, you know, I just want to be my happy self, and now I no longer know how to be my happy self, so therefore I don't want to be with you anymore. And Cancer, that's fair. That's very, very fair. If somebody is not emotionally adding to your situation, then they don't have a place with you. It's that simple. If they're not adding a benefit to your life, they don't need to be there. You also have the Four of Pentacles coming out. So this person kept trying to cling to you. I definitely believe for sure that this is a Taurus now. Virgos can do this as well, right? Because Virgo, sometimes they have codependency issues, but a Taurus will cling. They will cling to you if they feel like in a way that you just belong to them. They have an interesting almost jealousy. I don't want to say like they want. I don't think I want to say that. Something's telling me not to say this. So how to reword this? Jealous to the point that they just don't want you to be anyone else's. In their eyes, you will always be theirs. To them, you are theirs. And that's kind of a creepy thought, right? Kind of There's a creepy vibration there. My palms have started to sweat. That's a real creepy vibe. That they're just like, oh no, well, it's fine because you can go wherever you want to go, but you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. And Cancer, you have to make it clear that no, you're not. So let's look into your future. Can you break away from this clinginess of this Taurus? They have a tight grip on you. They definitely do. Yeah, and Five of Swords. Again, like I said, you could also be dealing with an air sign, but I'm feeling more towards a Taurus. Yeah, definitely a Taurus energy here. But you're putting up guards. You're starting to put up some type of defense because you're realizing what's happening. There's a lot of manipulation going on. Even probably getting some type of distress calls from Taurus, acting like they're in trouble when they're really not, just to make you react. And that's why this cycle needed to complete, because it was completely unhealthy. You also have Temperance in reverse here. So as long as you were within this relationship, it wasn't going to allow you to heal. Not the way that you need to. And Eight of Wands in reverse. There's no communication anymore. Like, you have broken communication. You have stayed with this Wheel of Fortune and letting the cycle repeat. And I'm proud of you for that. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Don't let this individual come back. Don't allow this type of energy around you. It is very negative. And that, like I said, that having that kind of mentality of being jealous to the point of always thinking that no matter where you go, you belong to them anyway. It's very creepy. It's very creepy, and that's how this person sees you. It's like you're just theirs, and you're not once you break up. It's like once that relationship is over, it's over. It's done with. Right? Because now it's time for your new beginning. Now it's time for something new. This person is not involved with that situation. You're trying to reach to a higher place with the Sun card here. Your happiness belongs somewhere else, Cancer. And like I said in the very beginning, yes. Yeah, okay, so for one, before I read that card, like I said in the beginning, with my deck jamming, that some of you felt very stuck and jammed. And that's why. It's because of this Taurus. They just wanted you to make you believe that no matter where you went, you were always theirs anyway. But you want to move on to something better, right? You want a new beginning. You want to find your happiness. Your happiness does not lie with them. And so with that, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups in reverse. You were finally turning around, all right? Because, for a long time, you really honestly thought that this was a really strong kind of soulmate, really tight connection, a tight bond with this individual that you really learned really quick. Not really, really quick. It did take you some time to turn around. But once you did, you were able to acknowledge that this wasn't what you thought it would be, and that there was something more for you out there. And I'm happy for you on that note that you were able to do that. So let's kind of look a little bit deeper. I'm going to keep the Wheel of Fortune out. And we're going to use a different deck. Kind of see what else comes out. And if something similar comes out, okay? Let's see. Overall. Universe, what messages do you have for Taurus for love for March 2021? And clarifying their situation with Wheel of Fortune. And this completing of the cycle here. What additional messages do you want to add? And a few cards are wanting to pop, but I'm going to leave them in the deck for now. See if it happens again. So I feel like some Cancers are stuck in this transitional period. Some of you are still with this individual, whether it be with a Taurus or not. If you are with an individual that seems overly jealous of you, like to the point where you can't even go anywhere without them always questioning where you are, where you're going, I would take big notice of that. I would take notice of that. Alright. Cancer, March 2021 for love. Now this deck is starting to jam. So you can kind of see what that's doing. So very, very similar energies now with this deck. So let's see what comes out. Alright. Alright, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, excuse me, and King of Cups. So high emotional states, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you know, with the Knight of Wands here, you know, fire signs as well. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then again, Taurus. You know, Three of Pentacles, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I think with the situation as well, you know, it's starting to just kind of move forward. Like, you just want to be free and just be in a good emotional state for once. And that's a cause of celebration. Excuse me, one of the cards fell off. Point of celebration for you. And here is the Temperance card as well. So, I mean, this situation definitely is going to complete itself. I feel like you're just going to allow yourself to heal. And indeed, because you had the King of Pentacles, and that is a sign of Taurus. So, and with the Six of Cups as well, this isn't a soulmate connection. So, the fact that it keeps resurfacing, I would just let that be. I would let that be. Overall, from this deck, again, Queen of Pentacles. So, let's see. And there you are for my other deck. I just picked up this deck and it came flying out. Cancer, you know, take notice. Move quickly. This situation isn't for you. Okay, I just picked up my deck and that just came flying out of my deck. So we'll see if it comes back out. That might probably should have been sitting up top here. But take notice of that. Just let this cycle complete. Another one's jumping out now. Because, you know, Four of Wands. Four of Wands just came out up top. So let's look into that. Four of Wands for Cancer. Now this could be a different message for other Cancers. So let's see. Or is this something new that's going to be coming your way if you were to let go of this individual that was kind of locking you in your own prison, emotional prison. Let's see. Cancer, March 2021. Four of Wands energy. Yeah, and I just saw the Chariot again. So you're supposed to be moving towards something a heck of a lot better than what you had before. Just move towards a brighter future. There's going to be a better relationship for you after you heal. Because this is going to take some healing. And like I said, some Cancers are still kind of stuck in this transitional period. But for the ones that are stuck, don't be afraid to break free. Okay? Because once you do, in the correlation with the Four of Wands, I do feel like this is for some other Cancers, you will find love, okay, with the Lovers here, and King of Swords. So this potentially will be with a Gemini. King of Swords does represent Gemini. Lovers also represents Gemini. So you are definitely walking towards something better. And Gemini and Cancers, that's a very interesting connection. very interesting connection and some compatibility there, especially if you guys truly understand each other. And I think with the way that how Cancer communicates at times and the way that Gemini communicates at times, it can work very much so. But the Knight of Swords is here, so this Gemini again, you know, unfortunately at times that they may come across in their communication as immature in a way, but I would say give it time. I feel like this Gemini more than likely is going to be a little bit younger than you. You know, and that might be why it seems so immature. And with the communication, right? Eight of Wands, messages not exactly coming through as accurately as you would like them to. That may happen. That may happen. But overall, with the Empress, you're just going to be in a better place. You know, so I would take the time, heal, allow yourself to heal in the way that you need to. And again, you know, with the Two of Swords, you're not going to be blinded anymore to what that old relationship was doing. You're going to move into a better one. If it is with the Gemini, you know, that's fantastic. And, you know, again, this can go for anybody. It doesn't have to claim to the sign that I necessarily say, but this is the sign that I feel. But if you choose to have this relationship with this Gemini, just realize that communication might be a little bit of an issue, but this communication might be a little bit of an issue for you as well. You're gonna kind of have to learn again how to communicate fairly. I feel like with that Taurus, you didn't really have much of a voice, or you were always concerned. You were always concerned that you were going to say the wrong thing that was going to make them angry with you. Man, that's such a bad vibe with that. But yeah, I think this Gemini will listen. But like I said, I think this Gemini may be a little bit younger than you, so their communication might just come off as immature just because of a little bit of an age difference there. But they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Five of Swords here. Okay. I feel like this Gemini has been through some things, so I think that's why some messages and communication issues might come through, just because they're gonna be a little bit on defense, and which one is Gemini not? You're right, but with that you also have the Nine of Cups sitting with that. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I feel like overall this Gemini is gonna open up to you. It's gonna take them a minute. So it might come across as, you know, being immature, but again, you have the Four of Wands with them. You're going to have that happiness, appointed celebration with them. And with this, you also have the Eight of Coins. This relationship is not going to take as much effort. It will not take as much effort as the old relationship did. Your old relationship constantly took a lot of work all the time. It just drained your energy. It just drained you all the time. And that's not good. That's not how relationships are supposed to be. You know, they're supposed to be kind of that 50-50 split. And they're, you know, give it, you know, at times, you know, one person has to pick up another end more than the other person given at times. But it shouldn't be all the time. Should not be all the time. So let's see what other messages you have just for love and healing for yourself, Cancer. Universe, what messages do you have for Cancer for love and healing for March 2021? So overall, if you are dealing with the Taurus, I say just walk away. Give yourself time to heal. If a Gemini does come into your life, pay close attention to that. But I would say in general, if you're not dealing with the Taurus, but you're just in a relationship where you're not being treated very fairly, I would keep a close eye on that. If there's a lot of jealousy type things going on, you know, and like I said, if you can't even go to a grocery store without being questioned, that's probably not a good thing. I would keep a close eye on that, because there are some cancers that just feel jammed and stuck, and it would go with my other deck. Just like that, right when I said that. So, let's see. For Cancer, March 2021. Storm fields, okay? A lot of you are getting out of the storm. You are trying to get away from the storm, and with the moonlight in reverse as well. Like I've said this a few times, that how Cancers always look to the moon for messages and answers. Right now you're flipped. You don't know how to, some of you don't know how to get out of this. You don't know how to get out of the storm. But you just have to. Okay? Unexpected visitors. So I feel like if you can't pull yourself out of this relationship, somebody else is going to help you. Whether that be a friend or family member, somebody's going to put a stop to this situation. And that's why that Wheel of Fortune came out, because either the universe in general will put a stop to it, or a friend or family member is going, the universe is going to make sure that somebody puts a stop to it, because it's not a good situation. And Scared Pool. With this as well, it's going to take you some time to heal. It's going to take you some time to trust, and let's say at the bottom of the deck, yeah, goblins. This person is a perfect definition of a goblin. They come across very scary, at first. Of course, they came across very charming, right? It's like you have to be able to get somebody in somehow. But, given it a year's time, you find out who they truly are. And it was not good. Not good. So, for the Cancers that are still having a hard time trying to find their way out, just know that, if you reach out to a friend or family member, if you are having a hard time, that they will listen. There is help out there. Don't feel like you're alone. And either way, the universe will give you the strength to stop what's happening. If you just need to go. And I would say that this person is just a very toxic individual, and they're not good. So you just need to get away from them. Alright. March 2021 for Cancer. Love and healing. What additional messages do we have for Cancer? And I just love Cancer so much. I mean, this is such a unfortunate reading for you guys, but I feel like this is a message that a lot of you needed to hear. Again, now, this deck is doing it. So, a lot of you are just stuck. Stuck, jammed. It's not good. It's literally every single deck. That does not happen. That doesn't happen to me. So, you need to either let the universe do its work, or reach out to somebody to help you if you don't feel like you can end the situation. But this person is just not good. Alright. March 2021 for Love and Healing. And a lot just jumped out there. Huh. And literally, it's about everything I just said, okay? You have Hunter Paths, okay? So, it is literally choosing a new path. And I feel like a lot of you're afraid that if you were to leave, that something were to happen. But you just need to realize that you are choosing the right path for yourself, and just kind of get away from this person. You also have the spirit of empowerment. And that's, like I said, reaching out to a friend, family member, and telling people the truth. I feel like some of you Cancers out there were, not really telling people how this individual is actually treating you. And I think now is the time for honesty, to have that empowerment to move forward. Okay? And you also have Hunter of Conflict. Okay, so I think a lot of you, you're just scared of this conflict, right? You're concerned of what would happen if you were to go, but it needs to be done. Okay, an ancestor of skill, just realize that you do have the ability to remove yourself from the situation if you truly want to do it. Cancers, you're very skillful individuals, a skillful sign. All right, you really are. So you will find a way out if you're truly ready to. And with that, you also have Dancer of Friendship. So like I said, reaching out to a friend or family member to assist you if you don't feel like you can break away safely for yourself. At least, speak to somebody and speak the truth of what's going on, okay? And you have the Shaman of Foresight, okay? You really have to look at the situation for what it is, and if it's not a good relationship, regardless if it is with the Taurus or with anybody else, if it's not good, you need to find a way out. In Spirit of Healing, you need to take the time right now to heal yourself. And getting away from this individual is going to allow you to do that. But staying with them, you're not going to be able to heal. You're not going to be able to get to this. This is Shaman of Birth. Okay? For you to become the new person that you're meant to become. Some of you also, of what I just got, some of you Cancers actually might be pregnant. And that might be the stuck issue. That might be the stuck issue as well. That some of you, it might not be so easy because you are pregnant. But just know, even if you are, if this person still isn't treating you right, I would still reach out to a friend or family member, and you need to do something. Break free from that person, and yeah, that might be why everything feels so stuck. It might not be that easy just to pick up and leave if you're pregnant. Alright, let's look at some other guidance. Angel guidance here. What do the angels have to bring to the picture for Cancer from March 2021 for Cancer? And I would say if that's the case, it's you still don't have the right to be mistreated, Cancer. You don't have the right to be mistreated, so you're gonna have to come up with a good plan, and I like I've said, reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member for support. Some of you are gonna need that. Alright, let's see. March 2021 for Cancer. Guidance here. Goddess of Psychic Protection. What you believe you create, no harm can come to you. Okay? And that's an interesting card to pull because there's a lot of Cancers that have this type of ability. A lot of them are just like a natural born psychic. They have these type of abilities. And so I would use that protection within yourself because you know, like I think that you know who you can go to for support, and as I say that, you have angel support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. So the universe again will do something, but also reach out to somebody if you feel that you need to. And you also have angel of communication. Communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. And it may be with the individual that you're with now, or when you do move on to that new relationship with Gemini, don't be afraid to tell them how you actually feel, because that relationship is actually going to go somewhere, okay? And you also have Angel of Addiction Healing. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. And so, and it truly is. Now is the time to heal from this situation. And in terms of addiction healing, you can be addicted to someone. You can be addicted to love as well. Not so much of a substance. So think of things that way. You can feel so trapped by somebody that you feel like you just have to be there. And you also have Guard of the Arts. The artist within you is about to emerge. So some of you are about to create something really beautiful, and I think that all of that's going to start by leaving that person that should be in your past behind you. Okay, Cancer, that's all I have for you for March 2021. I hope that message helped the ones that needed to hear it, and I look forward to doing your reading for April 2021. If you would like to subscribe, just click the link down below, and if you resonated with this video, definitely hit the like button. That does help to get my video out there and help to support my page as well. I look forward to seeing you guys in April. Have a good night. Bye.